This is Tolga Zafar. He is the founder of Tritinet. He does not like to talk too much, so I am going to be your host during the video.
And I will ask the questions.
Ableton Scale object is to map the incoming pitches to another pitch set. It is useful for constrain or lock the pitches to a certain tonality, although the scale object gives a limited control to change on the fly. What if there would be a way to map the pitches dynamically? And the tone center for each one of the scale object, so you can control the tonality of the entire project, choosing from over 300 different scales with a simple user interface.
Hold on. What is this?
It is Tritinet, a musical calculator based on circle of fifths. You can build and play scales, chords, based on simple physics of pendulum motion. There are 7 natural modes with 7 corresponding moods. You can choose your moods and Tritinet tunes your music accordingly. You can find more information how to use it from the Tritinet book. Let's say you have a music and you want to change the mood or tonal center of it. All you need to do is to insert a scale object to each track you want to control. Then change the tonality from Tritinet Master and listen the result. It changes flawlessly without any MIDI interruption. You can also search for different scales. Here is an example of using Nikris, one of the Macan from Middle Eastern region.
Okay, it sounds nice. Does Tritinet helps me to play as well?
Colored pad represents the center note. Tritinet justify the scale accordingly.
Okay, but I have only a MIDI keyboard.
D is the symmetrical center of the keyboard. White notes hold the D Dorian scale notes while the black notes the out of scale. Same idea applies to the scales that you choose. So you can start thinking about symmetry and patterns on the keyboard instead of thinking about the notes.
Okay, I can play scale in that sense. What about the chords?
Tritinet allows to build chords with voice leading from a single note. It can be either the bass or soprano note. The chord can also be seen on the Tritinet schema to observe the itinerary of the harmony.
Okay, this all sounds good. How can I apply chords into my music?
You can record your chord progression as a clip. This clip contains the tonal information as well as your chords. There are 4 different modes of tonality that you can choose from for each track: soprano, alto, tenor and bass. Then your music is going to travel in the harmonic structure of your chord progression. Here is the example of patchable canon in D.
This is all about MIDI. Can you do something for audio as well?
There is a resonator module control on Tritinet which allows you infiltrate the tonality into the audio files. This allows you to even tune your drums according to your harmonic choices.
I am very aware of the preciousness of time. Seize the moment. Act now.
You can of course use Spectral Resonator or Vocoder to receive MIDI from Tritinet as well. Here is an example of the last speech of Stephen Hawking.
Through theoretical physics, I have sought to answer some of the great questions. But there are other challenges. other big questions which must be answered, and these will also need a new generation who are interested, engaged, and with an understanding of science.
So, at the end, what is it good for?
You can use the harmony as an independent element in the music. In that sense, you can automate and change the harmonic structure of the music partially or completely even at the last stage of production. Automation also allows you to use dynamic pitch mapping on your MIDI setup that you can play MIDI instruments and tune even for the music with modulations. You can use harmonic templates to start with. This will allow you to apply pre-made harmonic structures and even combine them to create new ones. There are millions of MIDI files on the internet. This can turn into a recycled material to be used by tuning them into your music. Tonality information can be sent out via OSC to the other players so everybody can play in tune. This is the link technology for the harmony. And the most important, you can learn harmony from the novel design of Tritonite. You do not even have to know the notes. All you need to keep in your mind is left lighter, right darker,